get-go, but as a hitter or a pitcher, they learn what your strengths are and your weaknesses are, and you have to make the adjustments. Yes, sir.
Bert, you get paid more now by broadcasting than when you played?
Do I do what?
You get paid more for broadcasting now.
Definitely, yeah. I do this because I get paid so much money. Well, I got the hole fixed in my jeans, too. But no, I do it because I love the game of baseball. I was very fortunate to come up as a Minnesota Twin back in 1970 when I was 19 years old. I had a chance to retire as a Minnesota Twin when I retired in 1993. And then the opportunity came about, as long as I can watch my cussing on the air, hopefully I'll do this for a long time. I love it. I love watching these guys compete. The game, there's so much in the game that sometimes you're watching it on TV, but the relationship between Drew Butera and the pitcher out on the mound, Danny, you know, going through learning the pitches and learning the umpires, and Bernard Span going through what he had to go through last year to come back and have a great year this year. I feel he's going to have a great year. So those things are fun for me to watch because these guys are competing against the best in the world. And the Twins, of course, yeah, everybody talks about 2011. You know what? That's over with. Kind of like life, you know, we have so many ups and downs in our own life, but you know, we have to look forward to that sun shining tomorrow. We're on this side of the grass, so enjoy it. Yes?
I have a question for all of you guys. How does it feel to be a part of something?
How does it feel to be part of something? A team, Minnesota Twins.
Feels great. You know, I love my teammates for the most part. It's just great to go to the field every day. You know, the camaraderie we guys have. We constantly push each other. You know, we joke around a lot. We keep it loose, but it's serious. When the game comes, when the game starts, we all have the same goal, and that's to win. You know, regardless of how we individually do. What's most important to us is the fact that we win at the end of the day. Obviously, last year we didn't do too much of that, which is unfortunate. We're going to get back those ways, but I think just the camaraderie, it's a great feeling. You know, it's like a second family.
For me, I think it's a dream come true to be, you know, in the major leagues first and foremost, and just to be a part of a ball club that, you know, we've won over the years. We've had exciting times. Like Danny just said, last year wasn't too exciting, but you know, it's just fun to be a part. You know, I was fortunate to be a part of, you know, 2009 when, you know, we you know, won game 163, and you know, 2010 we went to the playoffs. So I've been fortunate, and these other two guys, we've all been fortunate to be a part of a successful team. So
it's kind of hard to follow those two, man. To sum it up, it's just like baseball team for me is like an extended family. You know, when you're younger and you're outside playing and you scrape your knee or scrape your elbow, whatever, you always run home, and you know, either your mom or dad, whoever, will fix you up, and you always feel better. And no matter what happens. Coming from the biggest mama's boy. No, but it's just an extended family. I have a great time with these guys.
Very good question. Thank you, son. Yes, ma'am. How do you mentally prepare for your game? Say, let's take an example. You're facing Detroit, and Justin Verlander is going to pitch against you guys, and all three of you in the lineup.
Bring my Bible.
Well, what do you try to do? What do you look at? Danny, you mentioned scouting reports earlier. Do you look at those, and how do you try to approach Justin Verlander?
All right. Depending on whether home or road, depends on the time we go to the park. But for me, I like getting there early. I have a little more scouting report to cover as far as how we're going to pitch the team. But if we're facing like Justin Verlander, a lot of it goes into looking at video. Looking at what he did to you in the past, whether he struck you out or you got hit or whatever, what pitches he threw, and then you go through a routine. Some guys like to lift, some guys like to run, take a few swings in the cages, stretch, make sure you're nice and loose. If something's sore, you get a little treatment. And then we take BP and come back, have a little snack before the game, and then we go into it.
Well, when you face a guy like Justin Verlander, you know, you're not going to have much opportunity to get a good pitch to hit. You got to make the best of what he gives you and try to capitalize on any mistake that he leaves to you. there's a reason why he won the Cy Young and he's the MVP. And guys like that, it's tough. But you know, mentally preparing for stuff, you're going there. There's a lot of scouting reports involved, and there's statistics, there's data, there's all types of different things to look at to really make it seem like you're gonna have a better idea of what to expect. You know, you're gonna know their tendencies, and you know, guys like that, they're tough. They're tough already. So sneaking out of those games with a couple of hits is a bonus.
I think having a solid routine, I think Drew mentioned that a little bit, but having a solid routine daily, you know, from the time you wake up, from the time you eat breakfast, I think it starts as soon as you open your eyes, you know, for that day, you know, what do you want to do? You know who you're going to, you know who you're going to face. You get to the field at a certain time. You know, usually, you know, baseball players are very superstitious. So, you know, we'll try to walk through the same door every day. We'll try to put our underwear on the same way we did the day before. So I think it just
They are washed, aren't they?
I wash mine. I can't speak for everybody. But yeah, it just starts with that. I mean, you know, if you can get a good routine and come to the ballpark, you know, and look at the scouting reports that they give us, you know, it's right in front of our face. Every piece of information we need on whoever we're facing is right there. It's up to us to go to the video room and go to the batting cages and go to the training room to get our, to make sure we're ready to play at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Sometimes, you know, a 7 o'clock ball game, it's not like these guys show up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. They're there at noon. They're at 1 o'clock. A lot of guys need treatment. So there's a lot of commitment they have to give to be the best. And these guys have given that commitment really all the way through their childhood, you know, into high school, into college, and then eventually getting drafted by an organization and getting that opportunity and making the most out of it. So you have to tip your hats to the guys at that high level, because everybody that signs, there was something I read one time where of every 100 kids that sign a minor league contract, just a professional contract, it's like 4% ever get to the big leagues. So yeah, we hear about the guys at the major league level, but there's so many, there's 96 guys that their dream didn't get fulfilled because they never got to the major league level. Maybe they only got a AA, AAA. And probably there's a lot of people in here might know somebody, a family member, something that played minor league baseball for 7, 8 years, but never got to the big leagues. So it's quite an achievement when you finally get to that level. Very good question, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What's it like for you to play against former teammates?
What is it like for you guys to say, well, Drew came from the Met organization, and Danny and Bernard both signed with the Twins, but now, you know, with trades and everything like that, you're, you know, for instance, Delman Young, when Delman got traded right to Detroit, I think we faced him right after that. What's it like, you know, seeing Delman in a Tiger uniform?
First, it was weird. You know, I didn't play that day, but he hit a home run, and then he made a running catch that, you know, he hadn't done for us. Give us a break. Is this Delman? Who is it? But I mean, usually if I'm facing a pitcher, I get more excited. You know, I can't wait to face Kevin Slug. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait to face him. But you know, position players, you know, those are the guys that you know, for me being a position player, you know, I'm around those guys more than the pitchers. So you know, when you see those guys like a Delman on another team, you know, it's weird at first, but you get used to it. But the pitchers, I love when they, you know, most times I love. It depends on who it is, but John Roush, ooh, I love him.
Oh, we just have Denard answer that. Another question? Yes, ma'am, right here. Well, I'll tell you what, she said that Target Field is a beautiful place. How many people have been to Target Field? Yeah, it's a beautiful ballpark. Beautiful ballpark. Well, yeah, we've all. But she said you celebrated your 70th birthday. Congratulations to you. And, you know, I'm personally going to. When was your birthday? In September. Well, it's 72 more days until my birthday. What were you going to do? Would you please stand up for a second? What is your name? Heather? Heather, you are hereby circled. Happy birthday to you. Come sit down. Yes, sir, back here.
Our Veterans Park. And in the Townball Tavern, there's a number of local community parks. I'm sure you've been in that facility. Right, Bert?
Go ahead. Is there a Coors Light in there?
We need a little political help to get our field in that instead of others. There's another local community that has some fish in their park. I think it's like that or something. We'd like to see our park in that facility if possible.
Oh, at Target Field?
Yeah, in Townball Tavern.
I think Julie, pardon me? You can call who? Joe Polad? Write that name down. Joe. Do you have a number? Area code 612. What's his cell number? We'll just call him at home. Everybody call Joe now. But call Joe Polad. And I know, in Minnesota, I grew up in Southern California. There weren't town teams there. But I know up here in the Bi-State area, people take a lot of pride in their town teams. And I tip my hat to everybody. I know I've been with the Sampsons over at Fairfax. And I've done a couple things over there with them. And they love their town teams. And I know the community supports that. And again, congratulations to whoever supports your local town teams.